My dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal!
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me. Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right? I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that okay?
Of course! That sounds great!
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean...
You guessed it. My family runs We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the... That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to...
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it, or... Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back as...
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is plus. When you have the Traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal. No, that was just a joke.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs.
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you...
Sure thing!
Rise with the sun!
Oh, Coach Yatsan, are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time. Oh, it's you two! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty. Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before.
It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too! I hung it up right next to my bed. Ooh, you should sign it for me sometime. It would mean the world to me.
Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway?
We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans. We ran into Varessa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Veressa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach! Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Veressa doesn't need one?
Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Veressa is among the select few who have a natural gift. When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Veressa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more fun.
Veressa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me.
Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage.
Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline.
Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
I'm not exaggerating either. Veressa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all. Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment. But I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. Thanks. I appreciate the support. Well,
Sounds good.
Try and stop me!
good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now. Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing.
Did you say little?
Anyway, this is my family's orchard.
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon and me! Look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. Well, since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves?
Wait, but didn't...
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't... You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my...
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the dessert.
Epic feast showdown?
Oh, sorry. It's basically a speed eating contest. So don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay.
Alright. Why is there a mushroom?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and you can grill them, stir-fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor...
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Yeah, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead. Pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat. Go ahead. Pick as much as you want. I'll grab some of this, and a few of these. What?
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweet... Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms, too, in a weird way. We should call them berry shroom. Well, Paimon had multiple nations' worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds...
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be... I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe. Actually, Hey! You two should sign up. Only if you want...
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh,
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can... Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just...
oh, good point. Nice.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow.
Oh, hey, you're here.
It's been a while. Sounds like we're...
What's wrong? Sounds like...
just, hungry. It's competition day.
Not much longer, Varessa. Atoli's...
Got it.
Oh, about the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish. But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Really? So we get to eat for... Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlan. Just think of when the Abyss invaded. We weren't hit with large waves of monsters. But the volcano... As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing. So we immediately dispatched... Varessa was a key member of... Varessa?
Oh, right. Yes, there were abyss tumors all around the summit agitating the magma. But once the Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to...
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point! Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is... Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardian...
The volcano is very important to us. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment. And in return, we get fertile...
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we...
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food. Hold on.
Oh, you know, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must...
My guess is that she...
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture...
I'll lead the way.
delicious, juicy mushrooms.
Ah, look who it is. I thought I felt an intense energy. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew?
Veressa! You really did head straight for the...
Oh, it's you. Sorry, the next thing I knew, I was all the way over here.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Veressa, especially on an empty...
No worries, Uncle Atoli. You're
Oh, that sounds more...
I become completely useless when I'm hungry.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more. You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling...
Oh, boy. Paimon!
So, when is the competition supposed to start?
1 sec. I'll go check.
We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Zakatl. The show...
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food...
Finally!
It smells so good! Veressa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait. Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Time to dig in.
Whoa! Hold on! Veressa's plate looks completely different than ours.
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Veressa challenge. The Veressa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Veressa because, well, so far, she...
You're kidding. You had to invent a whole new challenge just for...
Believe me, if Veressa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even starts. Only one other person has come close to beating the Veressa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon. Of course, she breezed through the normal level, but the Veressa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Veressa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single. The speaker's chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone. But once the Archon finally saw.
Whoa. You're saying Malika had these portions, and she just breezed through? You're right. Let's go. Paimon. Whoa. Oh, you gotta try this one too, Trav. All right. That's it. Paimon taps out. All this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress. Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel. Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as... You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Let's hear it for Veressa, who has once again, and with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Ha! Well done, Veressa.
Amazing job!
Oh, it's nothing.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know? Thanks. This is my specialty, after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Coach Yansan. A hero brave enough to...
Don't worry, Veressa. For someone as talented as you, it's only a matter of time before...
Ian-san! Did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Veressa challenge a few.
Okay, there has to be more to this than just appetite. By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob, and it was so hard to keep going.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Oh, so that's the secret. Use the...
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well. I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about...
They want to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Yeah, go tell them to take it.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record. Either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking was extra good this time.
Everything was delicious, especially when it first came out all hot and steamy.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the... Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually two varieties. Red, which is the most... There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be...
Huh?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? Oh, by the way, Veressa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms.
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I want to come with you too?
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food. Paimon will take that as a yes. All right, let's go. Thanks for the food.
Haha!
Rev the engines!
Oh, something on your mind? The green mushrooms, if anything. I wish there were more around here.
Wait, is that one right there?
See? There's nothing special about it. Give me 1 sec.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar Uncle Atoli has a point though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible.
You could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would...
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I know the truth is important too, but in other words, deep command the truth.
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Just like you, she was full of courage. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. 3? You're right. So, where should we start with the... Oh!
Well,
Oh, I see.
So, notice anything, Traveler? Just like Veressa said. Guess it was the same...
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Seeing as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voices. Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects. Now, you were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Origins?
Ah, so you do know how to use your brain, young one. But you'll excuse me if I have no interest in you, craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Hey, watch it, buddy!
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime honor.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be... In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects. So we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity.
Look! More green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my... If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. It might be advisable to brush up on your...
The voice is gone. Talking in our heads without permission?
So, do you think what he said was true?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
True.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is...
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then.
Well, we have...
Did you hear that? Sound.
You're spying on us?
No response?
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus!
So this is one of his subjects?
Bull warrior, no! Bull warrior, natural enemy. Eat. Must resist.
Careful, Veressa. This is a kind of monster from Sumeru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you.
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Mercy. Food is sacred. Everything else, waste. That all I know. Promise.
It turned back into a normal mushroom.
You mean that...
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's... Oh, a green mushroom! And it turned into a fungus! Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh,
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation? Enough chatter. Time for... Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the same?
Aw, man! How are we...
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like...
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple. What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
Wait,
No, we just...
Well, the act of eating is not mushrooms like us.
oh, so
So you're saying if... No, wait, don't
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual.
Oh, good thinking for us. Oh, but we should probably pick this one first. Hey, there.
Have you figured out how you're...
Of course. Any random. Wow. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct. And I shall respond.
Ew.
They're humans, idiot.
All right.
And then
Yeah.
of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then
I mean, obviously it's the cooking.
Did they just give us the answer?
who goes there? Do you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere. My cap.
No, wait, no, disappear! Explain yourselves first! So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of... So much for gathering our wits.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say...
Right! That was the case when you... Okay, let's give it a try.
Definitely.
Good call.
Huh.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, but we know you're not one to lie, Varessa. Besides, the origin of the green mushroom says, thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it's...
Well,
Wait, that...
Did you really? Humans are. But as soon as they're. Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you...
I know the Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's...
Not high enough, huh? Attention, everyone! We need items.
I'll see what I can do.
leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely.
It spews out all...
Awesome! Let's...
Light it up! air cores are really hot.
You know,
Yeah, but without...
right.
Yeah, this opportunity would...
Veressa doesn't seem...
Yeah, well... I don't really like... Still, I've learned we get stronger. So, no matter how scared I feel... Thanks. Alright. Looks like you can make this jump.
Uh-oh! I'm falling down!
The avatar lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge!
Charge? Oh, let's see!
A few more chunks like this. Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead! Justice is locked! Arrow incoming! Smash down!
Oh no, not good! Volcano is acting up again! Wait again. What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful. Too strong!
What a great hug!
I think that's its back armor. It shoots. My dad told me about this piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms. Oh, well, even though I don't like fight, for example, Theatena's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like. So now, at the same time though,
Oh, you really think so?
really, I feel like. But the longer I put off taking.
Yeah!
Oh,
Besides,
thanks. And I. After that pep talk, I feel like my app.
you're hungry?
Come on, let's head.
We're back! And we found a bunch of stuff to use!
Great. We're almost done with the prepar.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperature,
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava.
Yeah, but the things we brought are...
Well, that mushroom started it.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel...
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different... This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without over... Anyway, let's get started.
All right.
Whoa! The fragrance is so much more intense! And what's with this weird mist? Wait, no. Something's not right. Where are we?
I have no idea.
Huh? Is something wrong? What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us? No. What are you
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look.
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we've.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. Of course. Now, don't cherish that. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land, but then humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most.
If we want to become strong, we just have to eat them.
Those monsters are no.
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And
You really expect us?
such arrogance!
You wish.
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Well fought!
Huh.
I'll
No, don't just. Well, what should we.
Yeah, let's go. My parents always say, no matter how busy life gets, you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you get home. What I like to do is stack my plate up high, then squash it all down, and wolf it down in one.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them. What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now, even sorry.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. What do you mean? What?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from. A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
Yeah, If you want us to respect you...
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now.
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, if you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting...
he ran...
Oh,
He jumped down from here! So it looks like we just... Is something wrong, Traveler? Off?
that's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end... Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even...
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
But why?
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Catch me if you can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Get a load of this!
Don't worry about me. I've got this. What?
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride. All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
Backed into a corner.
We've got you this time.
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such...
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading. Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
Ungrateful humans! At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent. but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot!
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place you...
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temper... I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Yes. Huh? An earthquake? No! A volcanic eruption!
So that's how it ended. No wonder he tried to hide it from...
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less power...
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope. Which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushrooms. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natland and then got buried under a pile of...
Yeah. For who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of,
Well, he has been living under a rock, so... But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something?
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind control, but when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
Oh? Why?
All right, then...
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing to faze Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
Heads up! Justice o'clock! So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
Wait, he hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
You were just a...
Huh. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been...
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am no... You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans. Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god whose... You have no food in which to satiate your hunger. Just one word. No matter. My plan has already... What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores. Set to sprout into green mushrooms and that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms, you see, Considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat, and you delivered one to me on a silk.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to bite?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to then I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from out.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off. What did you say?
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected. Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who could actually hear your voice. In other...
You said your mushrooms need time to grow. Which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and because you definitely can't.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the...
No! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful. And what's this about a war against the Abyss?
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be! It's just a few mushrooms. Atoli!
Get ready to feast!
More, please!
Guess it's time to dig in!
Stop this at once! Huh?
What a great meal. Thank...
And with that, We took care of all the green mushroom. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Varessa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varessa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Alright, here's good. So, it's not any- Your encouragement gave me the courage to invest- And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but... It... Oh, why's that? I never thought my appetite would save the day. But it's like you said. All it takes is a little patience and perseverance. If I start to doubt myself in the future... Oh.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need...
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Good idea. Let's...
Oh, Catherine's back. And isn't that Tainari?
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they...
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about him, right?
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago. Of course. I wanted to ask, though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Nat?
Zamaran?
You know that-
Yeah, Paimon calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge! Way more impressive than the Punies. We should go see Zamaran one of these days.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll... I wouldn't.
Astra Abyss.